Hey, this is Mauro from ReedGeek. Derek from SaxPod just came by and wanted to know a little bit about working with reeds when you keep them in a moist storage. This is his case, and I like this a lot. I live at a very dry, high altitude. I know that SaxPod here, Derek, also lives in a dry, higher climate. So keeping the reeds more moist and kind of in a stable environment does help. The one thing though is, what do you do? So once they start taking on moisture, they're going to tend to want to sometimes warp almost like a potato chip as they take in and release moisture. So again, the ReedGeek is the perfect tool to adjust your reeds even wet. So you can do it wet. You can see it's pulling off some of the wet pulpiness that has come on this Rigati reed. This is the classic tool I'm using. The one thing, just as an aside, when you're working with reeds that are wet, make sure with your geek that you do keep it dry and white. You don't want to keep high-end alloys under moisture in a moisturous, in a moisture environment. So the other thing we can do is once they actually start taking up moisture, they become a little bit more pliable. You actually can feel now that this right side is a little more resilient. So it's telling us very clearly that we need to take the ReedGeek and just work right inside that reel a little bit just to get that wing. Now I might even just go over with the side of the geek or with the reel adjusters on the edge, just to kind of get that reel a little bit more pliable and vibrating a little better here. So other thing you can do is just kind of going over the tool just to kind of start shaping that spine. But in the wet environment, it's kind of nice because it's already stable. We're already flattening. And then at that point, you're ready to play the reed or go ahead and put it right back in its case, right back into the storage, and it'll start to stabilize.